Welcome, everybody. Want some music on? That's better. Little bit of music for me. Welcome to the Pure Energy Healing Academy. Welcome to Matt Bajerski YouTube channel. Welcome to Crystal Talks. Today we're going to talk about an exciting crystal, and the view is beautiful with the beautiful blue sky, and a perfect crystal to talk about is a beautiful blue crystal. You see? Look at that. This is this the first time I've talked about this crystal? Look at that. Just turn that a little bit down a bit. You see it? Blue barite. So there are a few places you can buy it from. I believe India. I'm not sure. Don't mock me and have a joke. And I think China. I think I've had some from China. But my favorite is from just across that water over there, Morocco. So this crystal, I've worked with this for years and it's beautiful, but there's a warning. Don't wear it with any other crystal. And for God's sake, don't wear it when you're cleaning and tidying. Wear it for when you're doing the work. Wear it for, put it inside there and don't let it fly out and hit anything. Why? Because it's fragile, it's delicate, it's beautiful. So I'm glad I've introduced you to this crystal. It's lovely, and it's been a long while since I've had some, but for me it's hard to get. I struggle to get it. So I've had some beautiful pieces. I mean, some beautiful, rare shapes and the specimens. I've had some beautiful pieces. I've had some thousands and thousands of euros. So it's beautiful. I love it. Love wearing it. But yeah, I've broken a couple. So be careful. If you're buying these off me, don't be calling me back if you break them. Not my issue. They're mounted really well and very strong. So don't blame me. They're perfect as they are now. So you be careful with them. So yeah, I love them. So I want to introduce you to it. This crystal helped some of the most very, very disturbed people. Okay, so people who have gone off the rails completely, whether that be addiction, whether it be narcissistic behavior, whether it be repetitive aggression all the time, a mind mess, totally messed up in the mind. I think what I want to say next is that there's also an element of people with great pride, a lot of ego, massive ego. There's a lot of people out there with a lot of frustration. I want to say fall from grace. I don't believe in that word, in that sentence, but I do know when people have been very successful and then lost it all and then they feel like they fell. So that is the kind of people that I would put a piece of this around, because the energy of these crystals are phenomenal, and I can understand why in Morocco it was formed there. That's not being sarcastic, it's not being judgmental, it's just I do understand why. So it repairs the energy around the heart. It brings back a new energy of love, a new happiness, a new joy. Some of the things that I saw it do around people's necks that were going through all of that pain and suffering. I guess their journey started to become more clearer. So their path became clear. They saw um, the light at the end of the tunnel. And finally, through all that healing process, I've got to say that the end result, by using this crystal on those clients on a weekly basis, some of them, and then gifting them this crystal and then wearing it through the whole of that process, they simply came back up to success again, but with free from all of the things that I said at the beginning. So it is an amazing crystal. And I'm glad I've introduced you to it. I hope you get to find a piece, because I've only got 3 pieces and I struggle to get it these days. I've had these 3 pieces now in this room for over a year, and I've just left them here because I've gone through a lot of crap, and I'm reluctant to get rid of them because I like wearing them. However, I feel like I've gone through 4 years of some of those, mindset of repetitive getting upset about people harming themselves through, mainstream lies and lies of science, and the frustration of seeing children being hurt and people and us being, to a point where I'm almost turning into narcissistic behavior because I'm aggressive towards the darkness and what's happening, but it's seen me through. So it's really helped me as well. So that's it, really. I don't really want to say anything more than that, other than that it brings you back to a successful, happy, joyful path with love and light. And that's it. I think it's a very powerful crystal, one which I don't even know if I've talked about this. I don't know, because there is a crystal that I was I thought it was another crystal at one point, because I don't know if you remember this, but I went to California on a side note. And I did see some lovely Maldivites. They looked like they were just amazing, and they were $27,000, $27,000 for 2 pieces, little tiny pieces. Oh, they were gorgeous. Even to this day, I think about how beautiful they were, how majestic they were. But then I came across this guy from Afghanistan, and I saw this crystal, this blue, beautiful crystal. And I picked it up and I went, oh my God, this is amazing. And it felt just like this. And I bought a few pieces and sold them. And they weren't a name for them because they were found. So they weren't even named by the Association of Minerals. And they weren't even classed as a mineral. But he says when they are classed, they'll be valued at a lot more money. So whoever bought those 3 or 4 pieces, I think now them pieces will be worth a lot of money. And this guy recognized me and he said, oh, what do you think about this crystal? And I says, I love it. I couldn't afford it. I couldn't afford any more. I only could afford 3 pieces. They were so expensive. And I said, I would call this crystal Carmite. I even remember to this day Carmite, because the feeling of calmness through the frustrations of life. And this crystal is very, very similar. Very similar. So, yeah, that's just a side note. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this crystal talks. I do get excited, but I am very pleased, and I promise I'll put them on the internet now. And yeah, click on the link below. If not, go and support your local crystal store and ask them for a beautiful piece of blue barite, Barite. Enjoy it. Fabulous crystal. Take care. Thank you for supporting markbajerski.com.